Hi guys, I'm here today with Jason Regler, multiple studio owner of Real World CrossFit. How are you today, Jason?
Yeah, great, thank you, mate.
So we're here with Jason today because obviously, as you may or may not know, he's run two very successful CrossFit studios, and we're here to get a little bit of information out of him to learn more about his secrets. So Jason, tell us a little bit more about yourself and your personal journey.
My personal journey, I came through a training institute in Western Australia myself. I do my Cert 3, Cert 4. Very much believed that wasn't the be-all and end-all, but very much the start, the ticket if you like to go out and learn more, get more experience and take on other certifications. I very much started off as a franchisee in a big commercial gym where I left to go and try and take on the world of PT as a as a mobile personal trainer. I then ended up taking a salaried personal training job and then going on to open my first studio and then on to the second. It's good, it's interesting, every day is different and it's challenging with a young family.
Awesome. So there you go, guys. So what about your business? What exactly do you do here in your studio? What is it that you specialise in?
The beautiful thing about CrossFit, Jace, is we specialise in not specialising. Now, we have certain things we do, run continuous programs of underlying, maybe in our program, say our strength, because you can't just do different things every single day and expect to then get better at them. You've got to do things to become better at them. So we have an underlying strength program, so our general strength is going up. But by no means do we specialise in just strength. Like I said before, we specialise in not specialising, and that's the beauty of CrossFit. So our Metcon, our metabolic conditioning, which we may do each day, or our daily WOD, our workout of the day, is different every single day. And that's not to say we'll never repeat a workout, because we do. We have a handful of workouts that we repeat, but they're benchmark workouts, and they're used to basically to test our progression, our results, and where we're going with our athletes. Our personal training, our program here is results-based training. Everything is based on results. We don't believe in chance, and I think it's the quickest way to lose clients. Quickest way to keep them, track results.
Yeah. Well, it seems to me like you obviously have a great point of difference, which I think is really important, guys, knowing your point of difference. So that brings us to the business side of it. What about marketing? What has been the most powerful marketing strategy that you've used yourself to grow your member base? What's been the number one?
Number one, without a doubt, would be an idea that came to myself, which is 5-day passes. I love the CrossFit community. I think we have a great CrossFit community in WA, especially, and in Australia as a whole. But things seem to be done very, very similar. The reason we came to yourself was to get a greater ball-minded approach. And one thing that every gym is doing, but no CrossFit gyms are doing, 5-day passes. And we started implementing, and it's going to be huge for us.
Beautiful. 5-day guest pass, there you go. If you have an existing studio and you're not using a 5-day guest pass, get onto it, guys. Okay, also, that brings me to the next question. I'm just curious, what has been your biggest, I'm sure you guys probably want to know this as well, what has been your number one, what's been your biggest business challenge, and how did you overcome that?
The biggest business challenge, setting up in a new area. I lived up in South Hedland, where my other studio was. We moved to this area and set up the gym within the same week. Now that's difficult. Setting up a gym without clients is you've got to have a perfect marketing strategy. You've got to be on the ball with it. If you haven't got your clients, otherwise you've got no income coming in. The other hardest thing is trying to do it. The worst number I've found in a business is 1, because if you're trying to do everything all on your own, 1, you're going to burn out, and 2, it's going to be unsuccessful. You can't do it all on your own.
I think that's great advice, so thanks for that, Jason, because as a personal trainer or a health and fitness professional, as a self-employed person, the problem is that for you to earn more money, you say you've got to work harder, you've got to work longer hours, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to live that way for the rest of my life. So, okay, where do you see yourself in the next 3 years in the business? Where do you see yourself growing to?
Well, obviously still working with yourself, Jason, but I see us having more locations. Now that's not going to be solely owned by myself. We have a whole structure, a training structure here where our trainers come on board. We have personal trainers as well as CrossFit. I'm not seeing that at other boxes, CrossFit boxes, unfortunately. Now we use our personal trainers way of bringing clients on, but also our trainers. So there may be a Cert 3, Cert 4 trainer that are interested in CrossFit, like the fundamentals, what it stands for, like that way of training, but they're not yet qualified. So we get them teaching in the principles of CrossFit but personal training sessions through us, or we marketing build. But they then come on, they get their certifications, they come on as a casual coach, rather than a full-time team trainer, and then the next step is really we want to open more studios with our then established trainers that are used to the systems and the quality that we want, the quality of the brand we're trying to build.
Beautiful. And as you're aware, quality is absolutely important, it's so vital for the success of your business. And something that I'm personally curious about is supplements. Supplements are such a controversial subject in this industry. Now, do you use supplements? What is your favourite? What's your absolute favourite supplement that you swear by?
Favourite supplement at the moment is Progenex, and we're bringing that into our gym. In fact, people can buy that through our website, realworldcrossfit.com.au, as of next week. And Progenex have got two great new products out. Recovery product, which is of course applicable for everybody, but for those guys looking to build extra muscle, extra strength as well, they've got another product for you. And like I said, you can see the through our website, and we're trying to bring that over. So it's only at the moment in the States, so we're trying to bring over here as well.
Awesome, awesome. So forever expanding, love it, love it. So, okay, here's another personal question of mine. I always love to ask personal trainers and health and fitness professionals this one question. What's the funniest thing that you've ever seen a CrossFitter do?
Mate, that's quite simple. My new trainer Mike that arrived in on Wednesday, we put him straight in the wad. Our climbing ropes aren't up yet, so we used monkey bars. You can see our huge frame in the background. We had him do monkey bars across. Mike was knackered. I think he'd been on a plane for about 15 hours. We put him straight into a heavy CrossFit wad. Mike would not take a rest, was trying to be stubborn, and fell right off from about 2.5 metres high, straight onto his bum. And the sound of the flesh on his bum slapping against the concrete floor was something I'll never forget. Highlight of the gym so far.
I'm sure as you sit there watching this that you could probably think of some funny things that you've seen as well. One last question, and I think maybe the one that's playing on your mind right now watching us is, for all your personal trainers and health and fitness professionals watching this that want to have your own studio, or even if you already have your own studio, what would be the number one tip that you would give these guys to having a successful studio, or multiple even?
For me, it's got to be systems. I understood a lot of the marketing. I've worked in sales before. I worked as a personal trainer. I was in a gym before, but it was not implementing any systems. A business cannot run like that. It cannot be successful like that. And when I was going to say you using the services of someone like yourself, but it's through those services we write those systems. First, systems we can have our marketing systems. It's all systems. If you don't have systems in place, operational manuals in place, like we've learned through you and we've put in place because of you, you will not run effectively or efficiently. And a business that isn't effective or efficient is not a business I want to be in charge of, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, well, thanks very much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Jason.
For coming down.
So there you have it from Jason and Jason. Some great advice and some great tips by Jason Regler, multiple studio owner of Real World CrossFit. Thanks very much, guys.